Yeah.
Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hi.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me on our bed for our little presentation here. Okay, so we have new neighbors across the way, and they have a couple kids. Lennox and Luna's age, right in that range. Um, Couple teenagers, but they're mostly quiet. Oftentimes, I don't think the family is home. I have no idea what's going on over there. Do you?
They're not out there a lot. We don't see them hardly ever.
Yeah. And like, their lights are not on all the time. Okay, I'm watching them a little closely, but they're right across the way. I can't help it. Uh, and I just don't see a lot of activity. We see Claire, their outdoor cat, way much more
Almost every day.
than the humans. Yes, sometimes multiple times a day. But they have two kids. This time it was three. It was a friend or a cousin. I don't know, but all similar ages. And they were engaging in bicycle riding and yelling and horseplay, and that's fine. But it was getting near 8 p.m. Us old folk, we got to turn in. We got to hit the hay. And I was like, how long is this rambunctiousness gonna keep up? And then they busted out the silly string. And honey, sometimes silly string ain't so silly. What did you observe? What did you see? Tell us more. Live from the scene.
Lots of yelling and running around, which is fine. That's what kids do.
Yeah.
But they were spraying the silly string all around our building.
Yeah.
On the ground, like chasing each other.
Yeah.
They were spraying it all over their own front door.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. I could walk all around our house and look out the window and see like a trail of it.
Yeah. And it was dark, so we couldn't take in the full magnitude of it. But I was like, wow, that's gonna be a lot. Is someone gonna clean that up? And then sunlight came, the next day came, and there was a lot of silly string everywhere. Now, silly string, it fritters, it shrinks, it withers away, it ends up on our oceans. Next time you're at Red Lobster, you'll probably die eating salmon. But it's still around, and it's still out there. It's been a week plus.
It's been a week. And it's been over a week. We've had a couple of rainy days.
Yeah.
It didn't get washed away magically.
Right.
We've had the yard guys come and blow the blowers to blow the leaves.
Yeah.
And it's still out there. Like, it hasn't moved.
Yeah. It's a pain. I feel like they made an effort. Well, you overheard them saying clean it up, right?
One boy said, "Should we clean this up?" And the other boy said, "Nah, it's fine."
Oh, shoot.
But I think they did clean up some.
Yeah.
Or maybe the mom did the next day, because it's not all there, but there's still, I still see it every day, a little bit here and there.
Yeah. And it'll eventually go into the ether, into our oxygen, and we'll probably all die. But I was just like, I get it. Like, I used to TP. I was a kid once. I went out on the tissue paper, throwing them rolls up in trays. Actually, we didn't clean those up because that would be nearly impossible. Well, it went away eventually.
It disintegrates.
It's biocompostable.
Yes.
It's eco-friendly.
Silly string is like plastic. It's forever.
Yeah, it's chemicals. It's artificial. Next time we see the adults, if we ever see the adults again, their parents, should we say something? Should we be like, man, what's up with that silly string? Or how about next time you simmer down on the silly string? Clean it up.
I don't think that would do any good. I think that would just make contentious feelings between neighbors.
Yeah. And I like silly string. Okay, I've seen the
Do
movie.
you?
Yeah, I've seen the movie Big. It's a good old time. But when it's brought to our front door, literally, and all around our premises, not a big fan. But but before that and after that, quiet as a mouse. A little bit hijinks here and there, but the kids are well behaved for the most part, from what I can tell from our vantage point as I stare at them through their windows. And actually, their windows, they have one of their windows is curtain, like they got curtains up, and then the other windows are blinds. But there's two types of blinds. There's a couple types of blind over here, and then a different type of blind on the other windows over here. I wonder what's going on. And they did remodeling. They had guys out there with their table saws sawing all day when they first moved in or right before they moved in. I wonder what's going on up there. I'll keep watch, honey.
Okay, I know you will.
I'll be on the tower, the light tower, waiting for my ship to come in. Went to grocery outlet Bargain Market, and they hired a young kid. How old is he?
17.
17. I call him an older Lincoln Wynn because he looks kind of like Lincoln Wynn, and he's older by 4 years. This boy who seems like a nice boy, but he needs help bagging.
Yeah, he needs to go to bagging school.
Yeah. And back in the day, supermarkets would pay for bagging school. I remember my friend Arnold Gonzalez, he worked at Lucky Supermarket in Poway, California. But they sent you to bagging school. It was an all-day affair. It was a remote location. They had to drive somewhere. And they taught him how to bag. But nowadays, the greedy corporate overlords of your conglomerates, they don't want to train no one. They hire anyone.
I would thrive as a trainer for bagging groceries.
Oh, you would.
That is my forte. That is my passion.
Yeah.
That would be my dream job.
Yeah. And when there's a poor bagger, ooh, they rue the day they cross you like that, honey. But an old Lincoln Wynn, which sounds weird because Lincoln's only 13, this kid's 17, but he had, so we bought a thing of 18 eggs and he put it like sideways, like top up or whatever, in the plastic bag. And Carla said, hold on, honey. You want to put the eggs flat in the beginning, at the bottom of the bag, and then put the blueberries on top. And I was like, dude, you've been doing it, because he's been there for a month or so. Like,
and a lot of bagging groceries is common sense, people.
Right. You know how they build the pyramids, okay? They use the pulley system. And
you don't put something super heavy on top of a loaf of bread.
Right.
You don't put precarious things on their side where they could spill and break.
Yeah. So, and he's slow.
But he has a really good attitude.
Yeah.
And he smiles and he's chatty.
I guess we'll give him another month or two. But after that, it's curtains. And then you bought a couple cereals, Lucky Charms, Sydney Toast Crunch. I like Sydney Toast Crunch, but Lucky Charms, ever since they did the whole marshmallows thing a few years ago, I won't go back to regular Lucky Charms.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the mixture.
Mm.
I need the whole wheat crunch plain pieces
The
mixed
nutrition,
in.
yeah.
Yeah. All marshmallows, it's too much.
It's too much goodness. It was so freaking good. I was like, wow, this is blowing my mind, man.
Well, why don't we buy that ever? Buy more marshmallows.
They don't make it anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it limited?
I don't see it anymore. Too popular.
I never tried it.
Too much goodness. But they advertised the cereal for $2. You bought 2 boxes. But when I looked at my receipt, I looked at our receipt on the way to Walmart. I noticed they charged $2.50 per cereal. So it ended up, well, the original price was $1.99, and then they charged $2.50 each. So it was $1.02. And I was like, should we go back for a refund for $1.02? How are you feeling about that, honey?
I was supportive of going back for a refund, but I sat in the car and I wanted you to go inside and do the work.
Yeah. And we were in the area. We were in that part of the West Sacramento parallelogram.
Yeah, it was convenient for us to go back.
Yeah. And I wanted to make Grandma Thien proud. So I walked in and I said, gee, did Carla, you're out here charging me an arm and a leg. No, it was quick. But she did ask me to go get the cereal. And I was like, okay, I guess this isn't a full, what is this, self-service gasoline? But it was cool. I got $1, one single dollar bill and 2 pennies, which I gave to you, honey.
Thank you.
Buy yourself something nice. Treat yourself right. Do whatever you want. Spend it however you see fit. It's getting cold. It's autumn. We're in our soup season, honey. What did you have for your plans for a soup that you made this weekend?
I wanted to make us a chicken soup, and I wanted a rotisserie chicken for it.
Ah, yeah. So we threw a rotisserie chicken in our Walmart cart. Fascinating fact. Fun fact. Walmart rotisserie chicken in the bag, just like the Costco. The chilled version, the cold version, is $4, but the warm version is $6. What's up with that?
Mm.
Like they gotta keep stuff warm, they gotta keep stuff cold. They have warm and cold going on at all times at the Walmart. I thought that was. I was like, what's the difference? I don't get it. Costco, the famous rotisserie chicken, $5, $4.99, but just go with $5 for the bit. It's 3 pounds, honey, coming to a grand total of $1.66 a pound. Versus Walmart, $4. We got the chilled, 2.25 pounds for the rotisserie chicken for their bird, $1.77 a pound. So, okay, Mom, you won this round of Costco versus Walmart, but there'll be another day, another duel, and we're playing the long game. How'd you shred it, honey? How'd you shred your chilled rotisserie chicken?
I ripped it apart with my bare hands.
Wow.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
You get so dirty, but it's so much fun. You rip off the leg, you rip off the breast, and you just go to town.
You really get back to your animal instincts.
Yeah, I feel like this is what my ancestors did.
Yeah.
This is what the hunters and gatherers did.
Yeah, you beat on your chest and you said, "Meat gave woman, meat like chicken." Other ingredients, honey, any seasonings? Tell us how you threw it all together.
I used like a packet of seasoning, and I added a ton of water. Too much broth, I would say.
I like it.
Yeah, it was a lot of broth, and I threw in chopped white onion, a ton of seasonings.
Yeah.
It had some broccoli in there.
Yeah.
And
a little pasta.
Oh yeah, that's right. It had rotini noodles. I added a ton of salt, pepper, garlic powder, etc.
It was excellent.
It was so good.
It was yummy. It was hearty. It was homemade. It was, we're in our soup era. I sent a picture to Grandma Thien, and her response was, "Oh, wow." Quote, "Oh, wow," unquote. So you have found your way into Grandma Thien's heart, honey. It's only taken you 8-ish years. But
I'm here. I'm here now.
I still haven't found my way in there, and I've been alive for 48 years. So if you have any Grandma Thien into her heart secrets, let me know. Hit me up on the DMs. You currently have you have all my credit cards currently.
All of them?
Yes. So I gave you our Costco Citibank credit card just because I have it in my phone. And if you go to Costco on your own, you can use it. And you just manage the cards at Costco. Like you got our membership card to scan in, and then you got the Costco Citibank card to check out. That's your deal. I manage the cart. And then I gave you my Walmart credit card, 5% back at Walmart. It's run by Synchrony/OnePay. I don't know how it works, but 5% back in store and online. Because you took Luna there to buy something, and I was like, "Oh, take my credit card." And then I recently found out AAA Advantage credit card, which I have 5% back at grocery stores, aka Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market, the gross out. So I said, here's my AAA Advantage. Start using this when we purchase stuff at Carla. And then my U.S. Shoppers Bank, which 6% back at Lowe's. And you were thinking of getting some plants. You're about to get some plants. And you might go without me. So I said, here, U.S. Shoppers credit cards. So you have 4 of my credit cards, honey. I can't even go to Carla anymore.
It's a big responsibility. I don't even know where they all are exactly.
Thanks, honey.
It's a lot of pressure.
What's up with these charges to this XXX rated website, honey? Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I do have cash. Although I just gave you all my cash this morning, so you could get your nails did.
I needed it. Yeah.
Okay. So you got all my cash, all my credit cards. I do have the Target credit card, but We don't shop there since they went against DEI or something. No, their prices are astronomical. They're crazy expensive. So we try to avoid shopping there at all costs. Giving you all 4 of my credit cards. I don't remember this in the wedding vows, honey. Through sickness, through health, I'll give you all my credit cards. But I'm monitoring them, and it's fine. I do need one back in case
you can have one.
Okay. May I get to choose the lover? We've been besieged by Black Widows, and by besieged I mean 3, but the first one was outside our garage. You found it, you pointed out. It was a big sucker.
It was monstrous.
I would say, like, if its legs were all fully extended, disgusting sight. But it would probably be around the size of my palm. But you tasked me to slaughter it, to murder it. So I just grabbed a stick from the berm and I knocked it down, and then I stepped on it with my shoe.
I felt really bad that we killed it. But it was like right next to our door, about to come inside. If it had been further away, I would have just said, leave it alone. I do feel guilty.
Okay. Why? Because it's somebody's daughter. It has a son.
Yes. Someone out there loves it.
And then the other day, Lennox came into our room and said, Mom, can you come upstairs with the paper towel? And I was like, what's going on? But what did you find up there, darling?
Oh. The spider I found in his room was worse than the Black Widow.
Jeez.
This thing was gnarly. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it was. I couldn't identify the species.
Yeah.
But luckily I did capture it and I killed it. It was horrifying.
Murderer, that's somebody's daughter. And then the other day, Len and I were just going up the stairs and we saw one on the ceiling. And it was like, okay. And like, I couldn't get it on my tippy toes. Neither could he. So he had a paper towel in his backpack, okay? But he grabbed a paper towel and he's like, I'm going to jump up and kill it. In my head, I was like, you're going to miss. Because I've tried to do that a million times. And I miss 99% of the times. Because when you're airborne, you're like, I hope I can hit the one part of the ceiling that the spider's on. But I was like, okay, you go. But he jumped up and he killed it on first try. I was like, slay king. Good job. And then we saw another one in almost the same area today as the first one in the garage. But you believe it's dead.
I think it is dead. So we just left it alone.
Yeah, it's not moving and its legs are like kind of rigor mortis. So I hope it's dead. Looks dead. But yeah. Did you ever see the movie Arachnophobia?
No.
Excellent spider movie.
With that David guy?
John Goodman. No, you're thinking of 8-Legged Freaks. With,
yes, I am.
With David Arquette. David Arquette. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Very loosely related. Made you some sunny side up eggs, honey, but you asked me to make a customization. What'd you ask me for?
I just asked you to flip it for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's not totally sunny side up because they've been a little underdone lately. A little too runny for me.
So, and
specifically the whites have been too runny. So I needed them slightly toasted a little.
Okay. Yeah, I was offended. Well, it's like walking into BOH of Spago and telling Wolfgang Puck, could you leave that pizza in there for another 6 minutes? I think it needs more time in the oven. But I acquiesce to please you, darling. I actually watched a video that Mark Zuckerberg made me watch. The algorithm fed me of Alex Cooper, host of Call Her Daddy. Call Your Daddy? Call Her Daddy. But she does sunny side up, but at the last second, she pokes the yolk. So it cooks for like 5 seconds. It just cooks a little through. I think I'm going to start trying that. If Alex Cooper does it, then I should do it too. We bought some baking trays. What kind of baking trays did we buy, honey?
They're blue.
And?
Oh, they're from Ree Drummond.
Yes.
I swore off.
Yes.
But these are really cute. So I said, all right, let's get them.
Yeah. Well, when you go, we went into Walmart in the baking tray section. And it's just a bunch of gray. It's a bunch of gray. It's a bunch of steel. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, these are, I mean, they're all the same to me. You just put aluminum foil on there and then bake whatever you want, cook whatever you want. But Ree Drummond's are blue and white, like white dots or kind of
Speckles.
speckles, kind of glittery, but not glittery. But they're beautiful. They're so pretty. Do you take back what you said about Ree?
Yes, I do.
Welcome to my frontier. The goats were on our berm, honey. Can you tell us about the accident they had?
I knew this was going to happen. We have a tree outside, and it's butts right up against the berm.
Yeah.
And it's had really low hanging branches,
Yeah.
heavy with leaves. And I knew as soon as the goats came that they were going to be munching on those leaves,
Yeah.
pulling the branches down.
Yeah.
I foresaw it, and sure enough, immediately the goats are there,
Yeah.
and they went straight for those branches. They were
Yeah.
all huddled around this
Yeah.
one tree.
They're a bunch of dummies. Yeah, 6, 7, 8 of them were yanking on uh, various parts of the branch, various leaves of the branch at once. And it done fell down, and it fell on the electric fence that keeps them at bay. And it just sat there. Thankfully, they stayed.
Yeah, they could have hopped over.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't do that. Maybe they didn't realize. Oh, maybe there's...
They're traumatized by the electric fence. Well, I wonder if it was still electrified.
Yeah.
But I was like, that could have been a whole, like, they could have escaped. And there's 200 goats or whatever. They would have been running all around Riva and West Sacramento. We could have been on TV, honey. All the drone footage, all KCRA news helicopter following all the goats running around West Sac. And then you would have the funny videos of like cops trying to corner a goat on the street in a dark alley. I mean, we could have gone viral, honey. We could have been somebody, but we didn't. The goats are dumb, and they just sat there. But it was something to see. That branch is still there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The goats are gone, but the branch remains. What we're watching, we watched a documentary called The Perfect Neighbor. It's about an older lady in Florida. She lives in like a little duplex kind of thing, and then neighborhood kids would be neighborhood kids and play and frolic and just like the silly string.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, it's all coming together now. But they would be rambunctious and noisy, and she would say things to them and they would say things to her, and of course the kids' parents would get upset, and she would call the cops all the time on them. And eventually escalated into a confrontation with one of the kids' moms, who she shot and killed. What'd you think about The Perfect Neighbor, honey?
I'm glad we watched it. It was a really sad, interesting story. I hadn't heard about it happening in real life.
Same.
The way it was done was different. Like there was no narration, there was no setting the scene.
Yeah.
No sit down confessionals.
Yeah.
It was
no
purely
interviews.
99% of the police body cam.
Yeah.
Was just, they just put it out there and you just kind of watched it. There was very little text on the screen explaining where we are, what's going on.
Yeah, no narrator. It was dizzying. Lots of herky jerky movement. It was like The Bourne Identity. It was an hour 40 minutes. It was too long. It could have been 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't think it told the full tale. Well, my personal opinion, she's a liar. The kids are a liar. The parents obviously going to take the side of their kids. The cops are idiots. They're like, they bring the lady in for questioning after she kills the mom, and they're like, would you like to write a letter to the son of the mom you killed? And she's like, okay. And it was just weird. And what did you do today? This is further questioning. Cop says, what did you do today? Oh, I was on Facebook. And they back to the cop, and he goes, I too was on Facebook. And you know what I saw on Facebook? Kids who don't have their mother anymore. That's what I saw on Facebook. Heartbroken kids, sad kids who will never see them. I was like, what the hell kind of questioning is this? No. But my whole thing is, if I was one of those parents, I would say, kids, stop playing in the lady's yard. Like, what the hell? It's gonna continue to escalate. She's not happy, and technically it's not her property. It's right adjacent, right right next door to it, or right close to it. The property line abuts or butts up to where the lady's property is. But like, simmer down. You're not in downtown Miami. You're out in the outskirts of the burbs of Florida. There's tons of open space. Go somewhere else. Leave the old lady alone. She's a crabby old lady who works from home, and you could have avoided all of this. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would have done that too if I was living on that street.
Yeah.
I don't think the woman was right or justified or anything by any means.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, as a parent, that probably would have been what I did too.
Yeah. Just leave her alone. Go find somewhere else to play. She's a crazy old lady, and let's leave her alone as a crazy old lady. Okay, well, are we done, honey?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for rotisserie chicken at Walmart. We don't have a promo code for rotisserie chicken at Walmart. Goodbye, my parasocial podcast friends. I love you. My wife and I love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, we may have committed homicide, unalived, as they say, when they don't want to be banned on X or YouTube. 4 spitters, 3 spitters. I wonder if the fourth one died for grief.
Yes, you killed its mother. That's the baby outside, dead of a broken heart.
And then the other 2,
I murdered.
Friends of the
Lennox
family.
Murdered. Yes.
Oh yeah, Len's already got a rap sheet. Goodbye. I don't remember the rest. It doesn't matter. See ya later. Bye.
And oop.
We got chicken.
Is that crispy, juicy tender? I can't eat no longer. And oop.